So in this week's episode of Tool Reviews, we are going to be reviewing our newest addition to the shop, which is wall control paneling.
It's like a metal pegboard for the shop.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
So before we get started, I do want to give you guys a little bit of a disclaimer. This stuff was all provided to us for free. We have zero expectations from the company to make this video or any other video for them. We were not paid, but the reason we're making this video is because we love this stuff. So we just want to give you guys a closer view of it. Let's get started.
So we chose to get the Master Workbench Kit, so everything you see here is included in that kit. And just to give you guys some scale, each one of these panels is 16 inches wide and 32 inches tall, and then the entire thing is 8 feet long. So this has everything we use just about daily on it, so if we need to grab something, we can just walk up, grab it, and then at the end of the day, it always has a place to go back to, so we can always clean up very nicely.
Yes, we've had a tool wall in every shop we've ever had. It's been awesome. I highly recommend them, whether you go with this or wood or French cleat system or anything. The one thing I would say about the French cleat system versus this, because I know that's going to be a question, is the reason I think we like this better is because it's not as bulky. I think the French cleat system works really well. I think it takes a little bit of effort to get going, but once it's going, it works super good. But we really like the clean aesthetic of this, and I think that's what it mostly comes down to is cost, what you want it to look like, and how you want it to perform.
Yeah, and we didn't want it to be too dramatic in here, so that's why we went with the white walls, and so it makes it look super clean in here.
All right, now for the cons. There are a few cons with this system, and I'll start off with the first one being...
I'll demonstrate.
Okay.
So some of them are like some of these little connector thingies are super loose and other ones are really tight. So this one just about falls out every time we go to grab this, like that, and you have to, okay, now it just really fell out. And then when we first got them out of the package, some of them right here had a little bit too much paint on them, so we just got a box cutter and kind of shaved it off, and then it went in fine. So that's the main con.
It's a little bit disappointing because this is a major upgrade from your standard Pegboard system. So I really thought that we wouldn't have an issue at all with that, and for the most part you don't. There's just a couple of the connectors, the really small ones that usually only have one point of contact, they still do that. And yeah, that might be a deal breaker for some people. It's not that big of a deal for us because primarily the ones that we do use all the time don't do that. And I also think if you were to bend the tabs a little bit with a plier and make them a little bit tighter, it might work better. But that's the main thing. Inconsistency is what we found with a lot of the connectors. And the last thing is just everything came in a box a little bent up. And that could have been totally just happenstance for us. And the packaging was done very well, but for us, everything was a little bent up. Not everything, but a lot of things.
Just these panels, like the corners of the panels.
And we had to bend some of the tabs. But honestly, it wasn't that big of an inconvenience. I think it maybe took 15 minutes extra time to straighten things out. And they still look great because they've got that really durable finish. But yeah.
And also when you just screw them into the wall, they kind of go back in anyway.
Yeah, and I really love the way that these fasten to the wall. We've got these Clay City brick walls, so it makes it a pain in the butt for us, but for everybody else, they're on 16-inch centers. So if you have studs, these go up so easily, so easily. Can you think of any other cons?
No.
Yeah, I think overall, let's give final thoughts.
Well, I want to talk about this real fast.
Oh, okay.
So these are kind of cool, and so they have like this little metal bar on the back, so you can just lift these up and take them out. But all of our screws, most used screws are right here, so we can just grab them, put them back, all good to go, and no one has ran into them yet and knocked them all down, so that's a plus.
So what do you think, final thoughts?
I love it.
I do too. I think it's a really awesome system and it's super versatile, and I think if you're somebody who is building projects all the time and really wants this either for the aesthetic or for the ease of assembly, go for it.
Or durability.
Yeah. I think that if you're the type of person who really enjoys the shop project, spending the time, making something that you're really proud of in the shop, this may not be the best thing for you. You may prefer the French cleat system or making individual holders for individual tools. We've done that. It works really well. This took about maybe 45 minutes from the time we opened the box to have all of our tools on the wall. And we have block walls, so it probably took twice as long to install it. So I think that's the conclusion with wall control panels. I think if you want the versatility with the low setup time and it looks awesome, it's durable, go for it.
Yeah.
If you want the super, how do you say it? Super customized wall where each one of your tools has a very custom holder for it, might not be the best thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. And it's something that won't like get old, like wood may like start wearing down or something like that.
Yeah.
This won't.
Well, it also is super easy to clean.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. We love it.
We love it.
I think it gets the Woodbrew stamp of approval.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys. So that's going to do it for this week's tips review video, Wednesday video thing. We don't know what we're calling it yet.
Tour Review Wednesdays. I don't know.
So, what's today? Wednesday? We'll see you
Friday.
Friday for the weekly shop update and then Monday for a new build video. See ya.